Hey everyone, Jason Johnson. I'm now in Genesis chapter 3, the fall, and we'll go ahead and get started. Now the serpent was more crafty than any beast of the field that the Lord God had created. He said to the woman, "Did God actually say that you are not to eat of any tree in the garden?" And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden. But God said, You shall not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, neither you shall touch it, lest you will die." So right away you see a couple of things. You see that, first of all, when everyone kind of compares God, they always say, well, there's God and then there's Satan, and they're equal. But right there, the serpent represents Satan in this picture, and it's something that God has created. He didn't create the evil, but He did create the serpent. So right away, you see the Creator is at this hierarchy, and Satan is just a pawn in his game. And then secondly, you see that the serpent was there to deceive the woman right away. And the woman actually had good intentions, but she was misinformed. God never told her that you could not eat, not touch the tree of good, and that you could not touch the tree, but you're not supposed to eat of it. So right away she was already confused, and she's already kind of backing up, and here you have the serpent that was ready to go ahead and to take advantage. Um, so, but the serpent said to the woman, "You will surely not die, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." So the woman, so when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired, she to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. So God specifically instructed Adam and Eve not to eat of the fruit, but they went ahead and did anyway. I guess you could say that the woman was deceived, but Adam, who had probably full knowledge of what was going on, just did it anyway. He said, "Okay, well, if my woman's going to do it, then I'm going to do it." And, really, when we approach or have communication and relationship with God, we need to put Him at the very highest. It's above our spouse, it's above our children, it's above our work, our careers, our desires. He is to be first in everything, and His laws are to be regarded. So it's really a shame what happened here, because you have someone that was tricked, and then someone that just went ahead with it without considering his previous relationship with God, or just knowing what God's desires were. And that is really where we're at right now with the fall. This moment in history is the reason why the world is the way that it is. A lot of people like to say that it's progressively getting worse, and it seems like it is, but you'll have to remember that once sin was introduced, things have always been bad. There's always been mass killings, and there's always been babies sacrificed, and there's all kind of horrible things. So um, it's arguable to say that things are getting worse when they've already been bad, and they've always been bad since sin has entered into this world. Um, I'm going to go ahead and stop there, and we will pick up next time with Genesis 3 7, the result of after they've eaten of the fruit, and what is the offset of that moving forward. Thanks a lot for joining in. This is 5 in the Word, and this is 5 minutes.